Oil giant BP is calling it a big step towards putting the worst oil spill in U.S. history behind it. Last night, the company announced it had struck a multi-billion-dollar deal with thousands of plaintiffs in a lawsuit over the 2010 disaster in the Gulf. So is it case closed? Here's Mark Strassmann.
Almost 2 years later, BP's still paying for the 206 million gallons of oil that bled into the Gulf. This $7.8 billion settlement covers claims from 120,000 Gulf residents and business people in the spill zone. Remember, BP has already paid $8 billion to settle individual claims and $14 billion more to clean up the Gulf and restore its economy. Environmental lawyer Stuart Smith calls it the largest liability case in the history of the world.
I would imagine that they're looking to try to get out of this thing for somewhere under $30 billion total.
A $30 billion is a best case scenario.
I think that's a pretty good number.
And a worst case scenario?
50.
Among the still unsettled issues, whether BP's guilty of gross negligence. Its environmental fines could reach $17 billion.
Regular negligence is carelessness. Gross negligence is a reckless disregard. Essentially, you're saying, I don't care if you're going to get hurt.
This partial settlement also excludes the federal government, the case's biggest plaintiff, 4 Gulf states suing BP, possible criminal charges, and any plaintiffs still suing on their own.
One of the things that the clients want is, besides compensation, they want the truth.
By settling, BP could avoid more public scrutiny into what went wrong in the spill and why. Mark Strassmann, CBS News, New Orleans.